Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here starting our live stream this evening out in front of Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders here in Las Vegas. We have the Al Davis torch right there in front of us. If you watch the games on TV, they often show the Al Davis torch burning there in the what would be northern end zone, or northeastern end zone really. But that is the home of the Las Vegas Raiders right there in front of us. We also have Mandalay Bay and the newly renamed W Hotel over here on our left. So I wanted to point out something to you too. You can non-stop from Vegas to Boise, $48. That's not bad, huh? Come up here and just show you. There's the Luxor there, right? So what's cool is if you are in town for a game, you can just come over here and walk from your hotel here at either the W or the Mandalay Bay. Yes, Pretty Mama. Hi, Pretty Mama. Thank you for joining us. And the Luxor right there. So if you're staying at any of those buildings or hotels, you can just walk that bridge right there. That's Hacienda. And you can walk Hacienda right across the interstate there. That's Interstate 15. And walk across here straight over to the stadium, where again the Al Davis torch burns in this end zone right there in front of us. So I wanted to start the stream here and show you that. We'll go ahead and want to take a drive up the Las Vegas Strip on this Saturday night in Las Vegas. Thank you for joining us. We have a little cross traffic here, and here we go. So once more here, the stadium, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders and UNLV Rebels football team. There is a game here tomorrow. The Raiders are hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars in what is really a meaningless game for both teams. There's really nothing to play for on either side. Looks like you come out here to Hacienda and you can only... Hey, thanks, Molly's Readings. We appreciate that. That's really nice. Yeah, so you see the strip there up in front of us. We're going to go... I thought I could make a left here, but I cannot. So I'm going to go out here to Dean Martin and make a right. And again, if you're staying here at one of these hotels right in front of us, just boop, right up and over. I guess I'm not going to be able to go to Dean Martin Drive, but that's okay. Thank you, Molly's Readings. I appreciate that. Yeah, especially here on the Strip. You never know what we're going to encounter down here. So the newly renamed W right there in front of us. So we come up here to Luxor Drive. And this is the walkway a lot of you will be familiar with for if you've stayed here. You walk in between the Luxor and Mandalay Bay. They have all sorts of shops and stuff in there that you can visit. I'm not sure if that's where the Irish bar is. I think the Irish bar is actually, is it? Yeah, no, it is. I think it is the Irish bar that's on this walkway somewhere in between Mandalay Bay and Luxor. Really cool stuff. That's a fun place to go drink, and I think they have like a live band or something in there sometimes, so that's fun. So now going underneath that aforementioned walkway, part of the pedestrian mall there. Rah Rah Pub. Is that it? Maybe. It could be the Rah Rah Club. Pub. Huh. Now I have to go look again. I don't quite remember. Yeah, because they have so many too. They have so many shops and bars in between the properties. My wife and I, we both watch a lot of the live streamers here, and I get stuck in my head, right, where the A lot of them like to hang out up at like Venetian and stuff, and I get stuck in my head some of the shops and stuff I see up there, and it's like they all kind of meld together eventually. We're gonna come up here to Las Vegas Boulevard and make a right so I can turn around and make a proper entry onto the Las Vegas Strip, which is what I was trying to do, but Hacienda prevented me from doing that. See one of the driving billboards there. Zombie Burlesque being advertised there. And here we go. There's not a whole lot of traffic out here right now, but again, this is the south end of the Strip. The place to go on St. Patrick's. Right on. McDonald's and a liquor outlet over here on the left, right across from Mandalay Bay. So I would highly recommend that you forego heading to your oh my goodness, look what I see over here. What on earth is this? I'm so sorry, folks. I have to indulge in just a little something right here in front of us. This is a 747. In the time since I've moved here, I have not seen a 747 at this airport. Not with my own eyes. I've seen it on like some of the flight channels and stuff. I've got a billboard truck parked up here as well. Wow, that's cool. That is really cool. 747. I'm just gonna park here real quick. I want to take a quick photo because this would be a great thumbnail for the drive here this evening. Boeing 747-400. Thank you for indulging me, guys. I appreciate that. That's really, really cool. And it's right here underneath all these lights. Wow. Never get to see a 7-Eleven anymore. Hey, Sean, welcome. Wow, 7-Eleven. So I know Atlas Air is typically for like freight and cargo now, but that one still looks like it has all of its windows. Oh, you know what? I bet you I know what that is. Tomorrow is the game between the Jags and the Raiders. That's probably their charter flight. The Jags charter flight. Flight radar, yes, good call, Pretty Bowman. That's a very good idea. I think that's the charter for their plane. Because it has it hasn't been converted to a cargo plane, right? Because it has the lights, the windows on it there. We're gonna go back over here so I can still turn around. I just happened to see a 747 over there. I'm like, wow, that's incredible. Just parked right there. Never get to see that. So there's been so many of them that are like out of service now, and you really only see them at the big airports like LA and San Fran for the international arrivals. They have international flights here from like Korea and passing the Pinball Hall of Famer there on the left, like Korea and Edelweiss, which I think flies to Austria, and what's the other one? There is Virgin that flies to London. We have quite a few of those. In fact, they go to both London and Manchester. So we have the world famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign there in the median, in the middle. You can see the crowds there amassed out there. This is the back side of it, but they are in here getting their photo ops. And then they have the party buses here that come down here and take photos. KLM to Amsterdam. Yes, that's right. The Netherlands too. Good call. Forgot about them. So I wanted to point this out real quick. So this is McCarran Executive Terminal. You come in here and you're rich You can fly your private jet right in here, and then you just you jump in your car or whatever and head right up the strip to your preferred destination. The plebes, the rest of us, the transponder's off. Oh, okay. We'll have to monitor that. Maybe tomorrow after the game I'll have to monitor that one and see if I'm correct about that. Signature Aviation. So yeah, this is the executive terminal here. You can just kind of drive right up. The rest of us, we're common folks, we have to take the regular terminal over on the other side of the airport. And yeah, go the long way. Take the long way home. Las Vegas Boulevard, use right lane. So yeah, this is the executive terminal for all the rich folks and the Taylor Swifts of the world. So now we'll start driving north on the Las Vegas Strip. And right past the world famous "Welcome to Las Vegas" sign right there in the median. Thank you for checking that, pretty mama. By the way, there is the sign. I know it's kind of washed out right now, but there's the Pinball Hall of Fame. Go in there and be a pinball wizard. I have not been in there, and I don't know that they would let me film in there. I'd like to be able to do that, but we'll see. Maybe one day I'll try and do that. So Mandalay Bay back in the view here on the left. Little Church of the West Wedding Chapel here on the right. And then the McDonald's and liquor outlet right across the street here from the Mandalay Bay. Really interesting how they have so many liquor stores here, but you know, look at this roadway. Like, I'm driving over what used to be the Dan's Dots. I think that's what 7-Eleven man taught me. One of the pillars of our community. Dan's Dots. The guy's name was Dan, and he invented those things for the lane markers. And then there's lane markers right, yeah, but it's still hard to see them. Hard to see where my lane is. But if you are staying here, you might want to forego, if you want to save a couple bucks, forego the hotel gift shop and get your drinks, your beverages from either one of these liquor outlets or, say, ABC stores, which is down on Fremont Street, or Walgreens or CVS, which are rather abundant in number here along the Strip and on Fremont Street. You're never really far away from one, and you'll probably do your wallet a favor as well when you do that. So definitely try to check that out. And there's Mandalay Bay there. Apologies for the pockmarks in the windshield there. But that is Mandalay Bay. Shell gas station here on the right. Regular unleaded, $3.85 a gallon. I'm sure that's the cash price. Diesel is cheaper. It used to be that diesel was more expensive. That has since changed, huh? Something called sayulitas, Mexican food with a Filipino twist. And then Desi Chaurasta, Indian eatery in there as well. In with that McDonald's. MJ Live performing nightly at Harrow's. Oh, we have videos of the MJ performers down on Fremont Street. Feel free to check those out in our video library. We have some awesome awesome guys. One of them's name's Tony. He's really, really cool. As a Michael Jackson performer. So check him out. MGM Grand coming into view there on the right with all of its 5,000 hotel rooms. And the roadway here, they want us they want to start construction on this roadway again. There's the Luxor, the pyramid there. Really cool. Where else in the world can you go where you have a pyramid, Statue of Liberty, and the Eiffel Tower all on the same street, all within like a couple of miles of each other? It's really kind of fun. It's Disney World for adults. I've said it a million times, but it's true. Definitely Disney World for adults. yeah, they want to tear up this roadway and put it all under construction again, so that you can sit in traffic and stare at the state flower, you know, the orange and white state flower. And I think they want to do it from is it Russell up to like Harmon or something? And it's just going to be a mess down here. The south end of the strip is just going to be a disaster when they start doing all that. And then, of course, they have to accommodate the baseball stadium for all the traffic that's going to be going in and out of there as well. To see the light shining up into space there on top of Luxor. As we continue northbound on the Las Vegas Strip. I'm not sure if this is the Deuce here next to me. He's not in the far right lane. But the Deuce is definitely an economical way to get from Fremont Street down here to the Las Vegas Strip. It's I think it's $8 for a 24-hour pass on the Deuce. There is Excalibur for anyone that stayed there. I stayed there one time and went to my room, looked out the window, stared at a big air conditioning unit, went back downstairs, said, "Are you serious? Is that really my room?" And they said, "Yep." And I said, "Okay." And that's my last time ever staying there. I wasn't going to do that again. The big MGM line is going to be covered up here by the bus on my right. Yep, he's covering it up there. And now there's a power pole there as well. Statue of Liberty over on the left there. Shout out to member Lance. Lance, thanks for being a member, buddy. We appreciate you. New York, New York right there. So you have the replica New York buildings, Chrysler Building, Empire State up there, as well as the Brooklyn Bridge they have out in front on the Las Vegas Strip side, Las Vegas Boulevard. Yeah, and then I totally blanked on that. So they have international flights, certainly from here to Mexico, and then down to South America as well. So yeah, we're not a major international airport, but I guess we're getting there. And they're starting to do, they were going to start to do Paris, I saw, from here, which would be cool too. For the locals that live here, be able to have a straight shot over to Paris. Got the green light here at Tropicana. And there is the Statue of Liberty, 1/2 scale. And they've got cops here. Looks like they're blocking off the intersection very shortly. I'm not sure if I don't remember if there was a Vegas Knights game here or not. And then you have all these LED screens. Look at this. This looks like Times Square. 42nd Street in New York. M&M World over here on the right. The big Coca-Cola bottle. Traffic is kind of light. I'm used to sitting through this light like 3 or 4 times. It's really surprising. Then you have the Hard Rock Cafe there, the big guitar standing out front. Park MGM, that's where, that was the former Monte Carlo. That is where Dodgeball was partially filmed, the movie. And then you have Italy over there, underneath the Park MGM sign. It's like a cherry picking kind of whatever Italian dishes you want sort of place. You also like have to go buy your beer at a separate like stand or whatever. So it's not a, I guess it's a one-stop shop, but I like to go to a place and just sit down and not have to go to like 10 different stations to get what I want to eat. So some people like it, and I know they do that in Europe, of course. So it's just your preference, you know, what you like and all that. Ross Dress for Less over here on the right, in case you forgot your nightclub outfit at home. Burlington Coat Factory in there as well. Cosmopolitan up there on the left, and it has a huge LED screen of its own up there at the top. You can see that on the center left of the screen. And Aria Veer Towers, that's a condo building there. It's Hockey Day in Vegas. I guess they are playing tonight. I thought they were playing tomorrow for some reason. The Golden Knights. a miracle, a modern miracle there on the right, just past the traffic light. You see both escalators in full operation there. That is a very rare sight here in Las Vegas. Usually there's one or both sides down and then people have to take the stairs, heaven forbid. That becomes a problem for a lot of folks. Shake Shack over there. CVS right there, one of the many ones here. And then Hilton Grand Vacations. This they're supposed to be opening up, they said, in the spring on the right here. Boulevard, BLVD, for shopping. It was the former Hawaiian Marketplace, if you were familiar with that. They've already opened up one building in there. It says coming spring 2025 there. Visit Adidas. So I guess the Adidas is open for right now. Global flagship retail and more coming soon. And I believe that's also where they are going to be building or perhaps installing the world's largest In-N-Out. For our international viewers that may not be aware, In-N-Out is a West Coast USA burger joint, fast food burger joint. It's also really, really good, in my humble opinion. So if you've never had In-N-Out, definitely check it out. It's definitely something that everyone should have at least once. One of those things that everyone should try. Kind of like the steakhouses here. You know, despite Harrah's and its not Harrah's, Circus and its reputation, I've seen a lot of folks comment very positively about the steakhouse that's located inside Harrah's. So I have not checked it out yet. Need to go in there with my wife and check it out someday, because I'm curious and I want to be able to express our experiences with these places to you guys. Hard Rock Hotel, not that I'm aware of. I don't think so. I don't think they've started, which is surprising. I don't know why it's taking them so long. Here by Virgin, where Virgin Hotels rebranded it. Yeah, yes. Well, you'll see that in a minute. Here, Mark, sorry about that. Yeah, it's up here in front of Mirage, where they tore down the volcano and all of the nature stuff that was located out in the front of Mirage. Yeah, they have a bunch of cranes there and everything now. They're getting it underway for sure. Oh, I'm lagging. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can pull up a little bit there. T-Mobile letting me down here. And then we have some shopping over here on the left. Yves Saint Laurent, Prada, Louis Vuitton. Here at the Crystal Shops. Very high-end mall in there. As well as Bubba Gump Shrimp Company over here, Sugar Factory, Rainforest Cafe, and McDonald's. As well as Taco Bell. Yeah, the stream always seems to lag for me for some reason right in this area, which is kind of ironic considering I have T-Mobile, and T-Mobile Arena is right over here off to my left for the Golden Knights. That's their home. But this area right here at Harmon especially, the light at Harmon right in front of us, always seems to lag for some reason. And it's not just me. I know that I've noticed that on other people's streams too. I don't know if it's just that there's so many people using their phones or what's going on. You can see the bridge up ahead, overhead there. There's quite a few pedestrians there for the final weekend before Christmas. I was curious how the crowds would be down here on this final weekend before Christmas. But the traffic has started to become much more what I'm used to. It usually takes 2 or 3 cycles to get through the light here at Harmon. This is also where the Formula One race would turn. They would turn right in front of us down Harmon and head back to the... They're still taking down the dome. Yes. Thank you, pretty mama. Planet Hollywood there on the right with Gordon Ramsay being advertised. The Cosmo over on the left there. And then the Paris Hotel coming into view behind Planet Hollywood. And yeah, it's going to be fun to see if we can get through this light. Not that we're in a hurry at all. Just want to be able to show you more than what we've been looking at, that's all. You can see the Paris balloon up there. Cosmopolitan Las Vegas. And they have these LEDs that are on the outside of the building over there that kind of go in different directions. It's weird. They're not straight up and down. Waymo was a Zooks. It's and they have the LEDs going all sorts of different directions there. Driving vehicles, those things up by them. Especially when you don't see anyone sitting in the driver's seat. They're all running on cameras and stuff. This Cadillac in front of me looks like it belongs to the Palazzo, according to the tag there. And then you have Bellagio, the world famous Bellagio, which has finally gotten the grandstand down from in front of it at the just so that folks can see the fountains. The Formula One race blocked it with the grandstands they had there in place. They have the fountains going right now, as a matter of fact. Probably because it's the top of the hour. Yeah, they like to do it at the top and the bottom of the hour, I believe, are the regular show times there. I'll see if I can... There's some of the fountain back there, in between Bellagio and Caesar Palace there. Well, as soon as I say that, point it over there. Oh, there we go, okay. Sort of. And there's music also playing here, but I can't let that get picked up by the audio here, so I'm just going to keep talking. The big Paris balloon there, and the Eiffel Tower, which is 1/2 scale, the one in Paris, as well as this huge marquee out here for Bellagio. They have all sorts of just LED screens everywhere. It's wild. I don't know how there aren't more accidents, to be honest with you. The taxi and Uber drivers, they probably are so used to it, they're numb to it. They don't even pay attention to it. Nobu, Paris, Las Vegas, located at Paris there. Horseshoe, Las Vegas, formerly Bally's, right up here ahead of us. Mingo, long time mainstay here on the Las Vegas Strip. And they have some police units there. For some reason, I'm not sure why, as we continue northbound on the Las Vegas Strip. But yeah, they opened up the sidewalk there in front of the fountains once more, so they can, folks can go in there and take in the show, the fountains. You'll note there are street lights that are turned off. Go ahead and get over here, just in case we have any more fountain going on. I don't think so. Looks like it's concluded. Everyone's moving along. There's the Deuce going the other way. $8 for 24 hours there. And then Caesar's Palace. But Caesar never stayed there. And there have been all sorts of wild rumors floating around about how they want to fill in the lake there in front of Bellagio and turn it all into shopping, etc. There's been no movement on anything like that. I don't know where some of these rumors even come from in the first place. Lago there, seen people talk about that. You sit right there on at a restaurant and eat right in front of the fountains there. You can also do that over here, back behind us. You have old right up there. And then Beer Park, which is, maybe we passed it now, but Beer Park, you can also sit up on like the 3rd floor and watch it there. Got the green light here. I think this is Flamingo. So we'll continue now. And they're building something else right next to Old Red, it looks like. This guy wants to change lanes. And Dre's nightclub being advertised there. At the Cromwell on the northeast corner of Flamingo in the Strip here. Flamingo, of course, a major east-west artery here throughout all of Las Vegas, Las Vegas Valley. And see if we can make this light. And I'm not sure. Nope. I will hold here. So it's interesting, right? Like the whole history behind the Las Vegas Strip, in case you weren't aware. So back in the day, the casinos were all down on Fremont Street in downtown, and the city started regulating the casinos to an extent that the casino owners felt over-regulated. So they got upset and they said, okay, well, you know what? We're just going to move outside the city limits and open up our casino there. And that's what they did. Flamingo being one of those examples right there on the right. They just up and moved and opened up a casino outside the city limits. So the only people they had to answer to would be Clark County and the state. And then over here is Zooks. Look at that, automatic driving machine. Can't see if anyone's even in the driver's seat. It's tinted. But that's it there. All those cameras all over the place. I wonder if there's someone actually manning that, like in some sort of central camera room or something. It's really weird. Kind of freaky. So yeah, so when you leave, when you're here on the Strip, you're not in Las Vegas. You're in Clark County. So a lot of folks, you know, and even the airport. The airport is not in Las Vegas. It's in Clark County. But a lot of airports are like that. You know, they've typically built the airports after, say, World War II, when a lot of cities, especially back on the East Coast, have already filled out and had no open room. So they would just build there's a Cybertruck in front of us. They built the airports way out in the middle of nowhere. Saw that in Denver. I think Kansas City is also out in the middle of nowhere too. So is St. Louis. St. Louis is way outside the city center. There's Flamingo right there, the old style Vegas marquee. Bugsy and Myers Steakhouse. Piff the Magic Dragon. Here is Caesar Palace, where Alan and Stu are hanging out. Along with the Coliseum there. It's where Celine Dion used to perform, but they have regular residencies in there. And then the Forum Shops there. Sushi Roku in there. The Link Disco Show. Harrah's over here on our right. And we'll go ahead and get in the center lane here. Harrah's has also been here for a long time as well. Now we're coming up here to the Mirage, where they're building the new Hard Rock Hotel, Guitar Hotel. So there's the Mirage. You can see the cranes out front. And yeah, they're busy trying to put up that guitar-shaped hotel. They've taken part of the Mirage name off parts of the sides there. They're still working on it. I've seen pictures of that, like on the back side of the Mirage. This is Venetian over here on the right. Traffic is lightened up in here. Another huge LED screen there. Wow. The one down at Harmon that we passed, I read, is like 185 square feet, the LED screen at Harmon in Las Vegas Strip, where the Walgreens was and all that. 185 square feet. I said it's bigger than the football field. As we pass Treasure Island as well, over here, back behind us. Oh, sorry about that. With the pirate ships. That no longer have the pirate ships there. And then the Wynn and the Encore. Right here off to our right. I'm not used to just cruising through the lights like that. That's wild. Fashion Show Mall over here on the left. All sorts of different venues in there. Food court, Galpao Gaucho, Maggiano's Italian, Brazilian Steakhouse, Benihana, and all sorts of different other stuff back there as well. And then Wynn and Encore here. And so the Resorts World is right there on the left there, with the world's second largest LED screen. The first largest is over here, back behind Venetian and Palazzo. That would be the Sphere. But that's the world's second largest LED screen, they say there, on the side of Resorts World. You have beautiful shopping plazas in here at Encore and Wynn, and Encore Beach Club over here on our right. So we come up here to the north part of the strip. I haven't been in Resorts World yet. I need to get in there and take some video. The nightclub in there, oh shoot, my wife, I'd have to ask her because she would probably remember. My wife, I told her the name, but it was voted like the best nightclub in Vegas or something. The nightclub that's in there, Resorts World. Look at that, that is a huge screen. And then over here on the right, you got $10, all located underneath the Resorts World roof there. Peppermill over here on the right, they've been here a long time. It's a fraction of the size of the one in Reno. If you've been to the one in Reno, the one in Reno is a huge hotel resort south of downtown. Zouk, is it Zouk? Maybe it is. Yes, I think it is Zouk. You might be right. Fontainebleau over here on the right, and then you have the huge Las Vegas Convention Center back there. Circus over here, lots of fun. Where again, they've had all sorts of rumors floating around about its demise, but I doubt that's going to happen. It's one of the few places that's actually kind of family friendly. They have that Thunderdome going. Hey Scott, how's it going, buddy? We're down here on the Las Vegas Strip. I'm gonna take the strip up here to Fremont and circle Fremont for a little bit. Thanks for joining us. Thank you to all of you for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. We wouldn't be here without you. There's the Fontainebleau there. It has its own marquee up there. I've read all sorts of stories online about the service there. There's the rumor about the, no, not the rumor, that was actually true. They took a picture of it. What was it, $24 nachos, and it had 6 nachos in the basket. So it was like $4. $4 a chip. And then someone said they went into a bar there this week, and the bartender told them they wanted to sit at one of the tables next to the bar, and the bartender told them it would be $80 for them to sit at one of the tables instead of sitting at the bar. So they left. Like, wow. Hey, Be Real. Awesome. Thank you for being here. New Zealand in the house. Right on. Awesome. I've heard from others that it's really hot down there. You guys are having a hot summer down there in New Zealand. You got the Sahara over here on the right. Sahara Hotel and Casino, which has gone through all sorts of, yeah, it's really expensive, Scott. Yeah. You have to hold your wallet really, really close to you. A cocktail? Absolutely. God, I mean, I've seen, what was it? There were some friends of ours that went to, was it a concert at Mandalay or something? And they said that each cocktail was like 25 bucks. They're like, okay, we had one drink and we were done. $25. And then some of the places down here, you know, the beers, it's like $9.50 for a 16-ounce draft. That seems to be pretty much the going rate, really. $9.50 to $10 and up. I mean, I've seen others that are charging like, Cat's Meow. They said a small can of Modelo beer was, what was it, 15 bucks? Now, I haven't seen that for myself, but that was just anecdotal evidence. That's way too rich for me. I can't afford that. I'm not gonna, Absolutely, Be Real. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I didn't make an announcement or anything that I was going to go live. I just figured I'd go live here this evening and see if anyone was out on this final weekend before Christmas here. Sky jump near the Strat, like the Strat. Oh wow, huh? Yeah, the Strat's been here, so it's been here since '96. These arches are new. I think they did these back in 2020. So we come up here to Bob Stupak Avenue. Bob Stupak named that because of he was the brainchild behind the Strat here. And this is the city limits. You're at the city of Las Vegas is actually right on the other side of the arches there. So you look straight up there at the Strat. where they have that rotating restaurant up there. And then their hotel attached back there. And then they have Atomic Golf, which is a huge driving range they have on the north side of the property now, of the Strat. And that is the north end of the Las Vegas Strip, the Strat here. I have a bunch of videos of my time behind here, behind the Strat, the neighborhood right behind here, that you'd be surprised what it looks like. It's called Naked City, and it was called that because the pilots would fly overhead, and the showgirls that lived there back in that area at the time would all be out laying out nude. So they would, the pilots called it Naked City. Now it's, I don't think there are any showgirls living in there. But a little bit of history about that area back there. But that area is not the kind of place that you want to be walking around in. You certainly don't want to come out the wrong side of the Strat and end up back there. Carl's Jr. there, that's a fast food burger joint. St. Louis Avenue, there are some showgirls there. It's interesting they put this all in the median like this, because then you have people jumping across the roadway here trying to get pictures in front of the showgirls, and they have dice. Do not, yes, Scott, absolutely. Walking videos in Chinatown. Huh. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Pretty Mama. I appreciate that. I'll have to check that out. Walking videos in Chinatown. Just as long as I don't get towed. There's an Arco gas station there. Regular unleaded, $3.45 a gallon there. 7-Eleven over here off to our right, one of 165 of them in town. Most of any metro in the country, right here in Vegas. Helicopters flying overhead, doing the Strip night tour. This person thought that that light was green. They were mistaken. This is Oki here. This is a minor residential arterial, but it does, you can go quite a ways on it, but green lights are going to be hard to find along Oki. Oh my God, always. Wow. Jesus, that's wild. Peppermint Hippo right there. I'll let you read that sign on your own. Boston Pizza right there on the right. I've heard good things about that place. I haven't been in there yet. I need to try it out. I'm a huge pizza nerd, so that's kind of my thing. So Main Street branches off here and heads towards downtown, off to our left here. We're staying on the right here on Las Vegas Boulevard. Paradise Motel. Hotel Shalimar, a little Whitechapel there. Viva Las Vegas, so you have a lot of, this is the, so if you were walking, if you wanted to walk, say, between the Strip and Fremont Street, this is what you would be walking through, this area here. And so you can judge just from this video and decide for yourself whether you'd like to do that. Fun City Motel. So these are all signs in the median from days gone by, places that have since closed, but they kept the signs. There's a old Walgreens here on the right, closed up. Drugstore, when the drugstores are being closed, that's a bad sign. This is Charleston Boulevard here, a major east-west artery here in Las Vegas. Bliss Wedding Chapel up here on the right at Hoover Avenue. Yeah, there's a lot of that down on Fremont too, Jesus. So like, people just come up to you and they're like, yo, what you need? Nothing, thanks for asking. This is Gas Avenue, so now we're passing gas. Haha, sorry. I wanted to pull in here real quick. This sign on the right should look familiar to those of you who are fans of the, oh my goodness, he jumped right up at the last minute. I had a feeling he would do that. He was bent over doing something, and I thought he was like waiting for me to move. Fans of the show on History Channel called Pawn Stars, home of Rick Harrison and crew. I'm gonna circle back over here so I can show you. So this is the building here. They make it look a lot bigger on TV, but it's really not that big. It's open 24 hours. You can go in here and pawn anything you want, but that's the building right there. And you would think that they would dress it up, have a little bit of art or something on the side of this wall here, facing Las Vegas Boulevard, but they haven't done that. There's their sign. And then over here on the left, used to have the best little pizza place. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Yeah, so this is Pawn Plaza. He has his little Pawn Plaza sign up there. The welcome to Pawn Plaza. This is Rick Harrison's brainchild there. It is a small building, and it's really cramped inside too. They have stuff all over the place. Some of the stuff, the one time I went in there when I first moved here, they had stuff from the TV show. Like they had an old Canon that they someone came in with and they sold. The sign says, I think it's washed out in the video, loan rates now at 13%. 13% interest. But there's a barbecue place there I've heard some very good things about right there. Put some South in your mouth, it says there. #1 barbecue in Nevada now open. And it's free to park in here, which is rare, especially on Las Vegas Boulevard. But it hasn't been very busy. Every time I've come in here, Pawn Plaza's not really been all that busy. So, but that is their home right here. Yes, keep walking. Absolutely, that's the best advice. And they'll like do everything to get your attention. No, 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 no. Always ignore them. So I've got a moment here. No one's coming. I'll take the shot out here out front. And yeah, they're open 24 hours. There's people in there. You can go in there and look around and stuff. This is Garces Avenue. Canna Stars, Las Vegas there, cannabis store. Graceland Wedding Chapel. Presents a Storybook Chapel, it says there. Mon Bellamy Wedding Chapel. As we come up here to Bonneville Avenue, that's where the big bus station is here downtown, just to our left. The Bonneville Transit Center, they call it. Come up here to Clark Avenue, where they place the Clark Inn Motel sign. And then there's a huge federal building. I think it's the courthouse over here on the right, and then they have another federal building over here just on the left, where that houses all the offices for the federal agencies here in Vegas. It's really not that busy. I didn't think it would be terribly busy down here. We'll see what it's like down on Fremont, though. Bridger Avenue. Apache Motel. So they do what they can to keep you hooked into, you know, try and get you down here onto Fremont. Used to be free to park down here on Fremont not too long ago. Those days are long gone now. Passing Carson. And the next light up here is Fremont Street, with the Fremont Street Experience immediately to the left. There is Heart Attack Grill, where if you're over 350 pounds, you eat for free, and I can't, yeah, that car's blocking it. That is the Fremont Street Experience right there. El Cortez, over here off to our right. Try and get over on the left here. This is Ogden. Pizza Rock is right down Ogden. It's a very good pizza place. In fact, there's an ongoing battle between folks, locals that is, as to who has the best pizza downtown, whether it's Pizza Rock or Evil Pie. My wife is not a fan so much of Evil Pie. She calls it sauce on cardboard. Whoa, okay, I gotta clear the intersection, buddy. So up here on the right, the purple lit building is the Mob Museum. That's the former United States Postal Service building there. I believe the history is that the government sold it to the city for $1 or something, and then the city did something, blah blah blah, to give it to the Mob Museum. One of the pillars of our community, 7-Eleven man, he said that he's been in there and there's a lot of gory pictures and things like that, so I'm probably not going to be able to do a whole lot in the way of bringing that to you. And then I was going to see if I could pull in here and show you guys the Mob Museum. Just not the interior, just the exterior. And then they have these old-time signs, or I guess painting. They painted them on here, the old-time marquees right on this wall. Golden Nugget, Sahara, Desert Inn, Flamingo. Let's turn it around real quick here. Give you guys a shot of this. And that is the Mob Museum right there. I'm not sure how late they're open, but they charge for parking in this lot here. I think it's like $8 for 4 hours or something like that. So, yeah, it does look like a failed road. It definitely has that look. Thank you, Be Real. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's fun to come down here and take a look around, cruise Fremont. Of course, Fremont Street is not the Fremont Street experience. You can't cruise anymore. They closed it back in the early 90s. The security guard's staring at me. You're supposed to talk to me first. I thought I was going to try and pull in there without without paying. This is Casino Center Boulevard here, in the heart of downtown Las Vegas. See Binion's free parking, it says there, but it's with validation. And the validation is very hard to get nowadays. It's increasingly difficult to get the validation. Please validate me. Come up here to First Street. And you can see Main Street Station there right in front of us. Main Street Station, not part of the station casinos from around town, but certainly a long-time mainstay here. The railroad track used to, well, it still does run, but not the passenger line used to come right through the back end here, and so it would stop and folks would jump in and play the slots. Awesome, Dave. Yeah, I need to go in there and take a tour. I've never been in there. I need to do that. Casino Brewery Hotel. I'm really surprised there's no cars here. It's really weird. So now turning southbound onto Main Street, the Zero Street divider, if you will, between east and west here in Las Vegas, at least downtown. And then back towards Ogden here, you have the Circa Garage, parking garage over here, called the Garage Mahal, and the Circa itself on the left there, hotel and casino, the largest, tallest building here in downtown Las Vegas, standing up at 480 feet. And I've got something here behind me. Looks like an ambulance. That is turning, okay. And always be careful with the taxi cabs. You never know what they're gonna do. Yeah, this is a light crowd for a Saturday night down here. This is kind of a light crowd. Usually they're packed here trying to get over to the Plaza Hotel on our right here. That's pretty. Who's playing on Fremont? So it's the local bands they have down there. I think they have Alter Ego and Spandex Nation and probably Bling. That's the one they tend to have here on the weekends. So they have a lot of local bands that play down here. They have 3 stages on Fremont Street Experience. So there's they always try to keep them occupied in the evenings. During the day, they'll do like what they call dancing DJs, where they have these DJs, typically females, that'll be out there with like some sort of color guard fabric thing or whatever, and they'll twirl the batons about or whatever. Like, it's fun when, but it's nothing like having the live bands playing out there. Wanted to highlight this as well. Now, I cannot zoom in on this, but I'm hoping you guys can see it. The cost to park here at the Golden Nugget, I think that number's pretty visible there. $50, 50 US dollars to park on the weekend, Friday to Sunday, at the Golden Nugget parking garage. $50. That's unbelievable. Ugh. Bring us down here to Bridger Avenue. $50. When it used to be free. And they wanted it to be free because they wanted to attract crowds down here. $50. And then that's in addition to your room and your resort fee and everything else that they're going to charge you for down here. It's really, really wild. We're going to make a left here on the Bridger, go over to Casino Center Boulevard. try and show you more of the Fremont Street experience as much as you can, because you can't drive on Fremont Street experience, of course. Underneath the canopy, it's all pedestrian mall down there with the kiosks and all the shopping and etc. And the bars that line the experience, both in front of the Circa and the Golden Gate, etc. They have one down in front of Binion's as well. So this is interesting. So they have the downtown event center, and you see that building on the right there, that office building? I don't know if that's just a reflection from the lights at the downtown event center, or if they actually have LED lights up there. Because that's pretty, I would think that would be expensive for them to put a whole bunch of LED screens up there. This is Carson once more. Gets broken up here by the Golden Nugget Hotel. Get a red light up here at the Fremont Street experience, which is perfectly fine because I want to be able to show you some of that as much as I can. You got the Las Vegas City Marshals here. They take care of city property for the city of Las Vegas. Full-fledged law enforcement authority there. As you see the masses, there's some zip liners going by. All sorts of different stuff going on down here. Binion's over there on the left. I call this the big corner. Fremont Casino, Four Queens, Binion's, and the Golden Nugget there. All here downtown Las Vegas. And you always have some stragglers here, the pedestrians that kind of too drunk to realize what the walk sign says. But that's what it's looking like right now down here on a Saturday night, just before Christmas, on Fremont Street. More parking signs available. Or available parking, that is. Go up here to Ogden, but with validation. And again, that validation is becoming increasingly difficult to obtain. They want you to put a certain amount into the machines before they'll let you validate, before they will validate your parking. Pizza Rock right there. So it's a block away from Fremont. You just take 3rd Street right here, right up here. There's the Grand. And watch the pedestrians here. Come up here to 4th Street. And you have the huge Neonopolis complex up here on the right. That's where Cat's Meow is. I mentioned them earlier in the cast. That's a karaoke bar. They have a lot of folks that go in there and sing karaoke. In fact, one of the live streamers my wife and I usually watch during the week, Jojo the Squirrel, he does a live stream from there and live streams his singing during the week in there, and then walks around Fremont. So that's always fun to watch, because you never know what's going to happen. That's the thing about Fremont. You never know what's going to happen. That's that unexpected. There's Gold Spike Hotel and Casino right there on the corner. Looks like a pretty small little hotel they got there. I'm not sure how many rooms they have, but it doesn't look all that big. Gold Spike, and then there's a parking garage behind it that looks bigger than the actual hotel. So come up here to Las Vegas Boulevard, right up here, and we'll make a right onto Las Vegas Boulevard. Head back south here towards Fremont Street. There's the Deuce right there on the left. I'm sorry, on the right. What am I saying? On the right. That's $8 for 24 hours. Take it between here and the Las Vegas Strip. So come up here to the east end of the Fremont Street experience, which is not all that busy right now. You can see Hennessy's Tavern there with the huge Guinness glass there. Guinness-filled glass, that is. And then the Fremont East District, which they're trying to build this up over here into a dining and entertainment district, but it's kind of a slow go. And the prices they charge over there are just as bad as they are on Fremont Street, if not worse in some regards. Evil Pie, a whole. Now, granted, it's a 20-inch pizza, but it's also $45 for like a pepperoni. So yeah, that can be a little bit prohibitive in terms of cost. You've got Park on Fremont there, Burgers, Beers, and Bloodies. There is the aforementioned Evil Pie right there. And then you've got Tequila and Mezcal House lucky day. Therapy there. Therapy, I got a video of that actually. One of the bouncers there let me go inside and do a little tour inside. It's not a big place, but he let me go in there and do a little tour. Look at that Tesla. Looks like a purple wrap on it. That's kind of interesting. So the longtime resident down here is El Cortez. It's been here since 1941. Actually, it's 1941, December of 41, actually. And it's been here since then. They've remodeled, and they're actually still remodeling it, trying to bring it up to, you know, Las Vegas Strip standards. And it's not bad inside. I have done some videos inside there. Check that out in my video library as well. But it's not bad. Then you have prime rib right there, 20 bucks, morning, noon, and night being advertised there at El Cortez. And then that brings us up here to this fun guy. I'm not going to get a red light, though, to sit in front of him, but that is the praying mantis right there, here at the corner of 7th Street. This is the container park on our right there, constructed of shipping containers. So they have shipping containers where you can like go dining or shopping in there. Thank you, Pretty Mama LV. You're absolutely right. Good. Good. Yes, I forgot to mention that. Roller rink, yes. Very cool. Downtowner Motel sign there on the left. And then Beautiful, it says on those containers on the left. Western Hotel, they kept the sign there, and you can see it blinks, "We Hot." Reminiscent of the Hotel Coral Essex in the movie Revenge of the Nerds 2. If you've seen that, then you know what I'm talking about. Ely, this is a private residence over here. Llamas stay for free at that motel. We just saw the sign for it. Atomic Liquors right there. That's a long time Vegas mainstay. In fact, the movie Hangover, it was filmed right here. The intersection where Mr. Chow crashed into the guys was filmed right here in front of Atomic Liquors. Ferguson's Downtown Motel. Sorry, no vacancy. And then this brings us to 11th Street. Oh, and I forgot. The big semi thing back there. Sorry about that. This is Maryland Parkway here. You know what? I'm going to swing around and go show it to you again, because I totally missed that one. Let me go right here. Head down here to Carson. The Maryland Parkway is under like perpetual construction. You see the state flower out here all over the place. Orange and white state flower. So this used to be like 4 lanes, but you can see they've cut it down, and they're trying to create bike lanes for folks that never bike on it. And it's weird, right? You come this far east. I mean, it's not even that far, right? Because Las Vegas Boulevard is what, 5th Street? So we're 5 blocks now, 5 blocks east of the Fremont Street experience. And look at how dark it is over here. Yeah, the city, I don't know. Where are their tax dollars going? Come back up here to Fremont Street here. And they've got those electric, I don't know if they're electric, I think they are electric, right there on the right in front of us, that you can use to ride around town and stuff. So here is what I wanted to show you guys a moment ago. Right here in front of Ferguson's. That. Semis, 2 semis that are like joined together there. That's really interesting stuff. Art, right? That's what they call it, art. But I guess it's better than letting it sit in a dump somewhere, right? A landfill. Come back here to Maryland Parkway. Las Vegas Motel over there on the left. It is closed, as you can see. There's no light whatsoever on it. Looks like it's been condemned or something. As we drive by it, there looks like the doors have been made. Ooh, that's really dark. Doors have been made to look like they're regular doors with decor on them, but they're not. Los Gables Court here. Another one that's got that look and feel to it. come up here, and then there's Siegel Suites Fremont 2 up here on our left. That's a daily, weekly, monthly type of stay there as we hit 15th Street here. Siegel Suites Fremont, I guess that's the first one. I think there's a third one as well down here. South Cove Apartments over there. Vacancy. Monthly, weekly, pool, phones, color TV. Desert Moon Motel over there on our left. Netflix and chill, it says out there. Smart TVs, kitchens, and Wi-Fi. Wanted to show you Fremont Street down here on the east end, because this is the side that most folks don't get to see. Got someone out there selling clothes right there in front of the 7-Eleven, it looks like, under that tent. Bruce Street now crossing. Fremont Street, if you take it up here past Charleston and Sahara, it becomes Boulder Highway, and that'll take you all the way out to Hoover Dam. It's probably a lot faster, though, if you get on the interstate. We're going to swing back over to Fremont one more time, and then I'm going to sign off, but wanted to give you guys the Strip and Fremont on this Saturday night. Really, really grateful you guys are all here. 77 of you here. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't already, please do like, follow, and share, and subscribe. It helps us, and it helps the algorithm. So we're going to make a right here onto Eastern. So Fremont, because it angles, it goes up there to Charleston, which is the next light up there. Eastern is a major north-south artery here in Las Vegas, and it looks like yeah, it's all under construction here too. So I am not going to be able to. I'm going to have to wait for the light to turn red for them. Arco gas there, $3.25 a gallon. Cash price. That's pretty cheap. I thought after the election for sure it would go back up. Yeah, this is kind of a cluster. So you have like what is a really triangular type of setup here. Triangular intersections where you have Fremont intersecting both Eastern and Charleston, and then Eastern intersecting Charleston as well. And it's really kind of a cluster here. And the lights are not timed well at all. During rush hour, the traffic's backed up into every single intersection. It's like gridlock. I'm gonna go up here to Charleston and make a right. And the other side gets to go here. And they have Charleston under construction over here off to our right as well. Always. Tons of construction over here. Oh, thank you, pretty mom. I appreciate that. Thank you. This is down to one lane here. Look at that. That's crazy. This is a major thoroughfare here. It's down to one lane through that intersection. Goodness. And this used to be 6 lanes, but you can tell they made a bike lane over here off the right. Cocktails. Carmelitas, it said there. Car wash, smoke shop. So this is Charleston Boulevard here, just east of Las Vegas Boulevard. And yeah, there's a Rally's over here. That's like a Checkers, which is a fast food burger joint. Entrada gratis, free entry. Back here to Bruce Street. And Tacos El Gordo open over there on the left. It's really brightly lit over there, and it's packed. Wow. Spencer here, Spencer Street. And cop up here with those lights flashing. That's interesting. Not sure what he's doing. Also, if you like drone videos, check out a buddy of mine here in Vegas, Mike. He does vids from Mike, VIDS-FROM-MIKE. Does some awesome sunrise and sunset drone videos with the drone, as well as with the plane spotting. And then he does the Janet plane spotting as well. And if you don't know Janet Airlines and Janet planes here in Las Vegas, do a quick Google search. I really don't want to talk about it online, but yeah, prepare to be amazed and wowed. Make a right here onto Maryland Parkway. Tacos Mexico there. Just past that. 99-cent plus store there on the corner is all dark. Those, of course, all closed. Also this week, Big Lots and Party City was just announced yesterday. They're closing as well. That's pretty wild. Here in the U.S. Come back up here to Clark Avenue. And you can see the state flower in full bloom all over the place. Oh, no, we're going to go to the right here. Yeah. Another 7-Eleven over here off to our right. Open 24 hours. I haven't seen a 7-Eleven sign that said open 24 hours in a long time. It's like, I guess most people just assume it's open 24 hours. It used to be, and that was the whole reason they called it 7-Eleven, right? It was open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Way, way, way back. And then they just started keeping them open 24 hours. But the name, of course, became synonymous with quick, convenient, not necessarily cheap, depending on what you wanted. Like if you wanted milk or something, it's probably not going to be $3 a gallon. This is Carson Avenue here. We're going to go back up here to Fremont. And again, you can see just how dark it is. Oops, I'm not in the right spot. There we go. And you see these, so up on the upper left of the stream, these little red and blue lights that are flashing, those are attached to police cameras. Those are supposed to deter crime. I don't know that they do. They say that someone's watching all of those little cameras somewhere. Who knows? Not sure if that's the case or not. Come back up here to Maryland Parkway. Woo! Get across there. And here's the motel, Ferguson Motel once more. We'll take a look at the big semi-art they have in there. That you can see in there. Really interesting. That's very different. Huh! I had to keep moving because there's vehicles behind me, but that'll bring us up here to 10th Street. Yeah, you gotta pay to park everywhere down here now. There is no free parking anywhere. Wee Hot Western Hotel there. You can see the flashing, twinkling lights all over the place here. But I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you to all of you so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Again, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It helps us out tremendously. And thank you so very, very much for being here. It really means a lot to me that you guys are all here. So we'll see you next time, folks, and take care of yourselves. Always remember that here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey. We'll see you next time, folks.